Okay, I think we're working. I think we're going. 1 second, let's put me back in. Okay, hello. Happy Friday. It's Light Bite. It's lunchtime. Have you eaten? I haven't. I am running purely on an unopened currently bottle of the God's Nectar. How are you? How has your week been? How is everything? For the uninitiated, this is Light Bite. This is the Friday live stream where we do something semi-book related, or our related book covers. We have designed book covers. We've designed fun little 3D stuff. We forget to put our phone on silent. That's what we forget to do. I keep looking up. I need to put this camera there, maybe, because I keep looking there instead of there to talk to you, and that is rude. Let us mute the telephone. Let us pop in a headphone so that we can also enjoy these lovely, lovely beats brought to you today by Fantasia. 1 second, can we turn on the Bluetooth? That will help. There we go. That's some nice tunes. I hope that's not too loud. If that is too loud, I don't know how to turn it down because it's disappeared from my panel. Maybe I can. That's quite loud. Maybe a little. If I just wander over here, I can lower the volume to something down. Yeah, nice and low. Keep it nice and chill. There we go. That's all that taken care of. Okay, so let's get back to it. As always, it's chaotic. It's going to be a day. My name is Cennamo-Smith. I am a fantasy and crime author. I am also a digital artist and 3D designer. I design book covers, I make animations, I do graphic design, the whole shebang. I am a lot of fun. And what we are doing today, if you didn't read the description below, or join us in the last stream, or if you're not a member of the Patreon, in which case, why not? There's a free account. Hop on down there, just get some fun info. You can see some fun stuff. There's short stories, there's full novels, there's a episodic series. There's loads of good stuff. So come on down, as they say on radio. And what we are doing today is we are continuing preparation for our summer-long project, which is going to be a Love, Death and Robots style animation. We are starting from scratch. Are we likely to get it all done? I highly doubt it. It takes a long time to make animations when you have a team. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not a team. I have been questioned multiple times, or kind regards to my team has been sent over, which is I would like to know where the rest of my team is. There is a small cat, not currently here. That would have been really good timing if you just hopped up, but no, you're going to be stubborn as always. So there is no cat, but she is here somewhere. She supervises me. She keeps me on track. As you can tell, she's not here right now because I'm very not on track. So yes, this is where we are. So what we are doing is we are making an animation. If you like the tunes, I do not own them. They are probably not royalty free, but if you enjoy them, there's a little thing down there that tells you the name of the song and the artist. You can hop over to Spotify, show them some love. It's much appreciated. Am I getting copyright strikes with this? So far, no. Are my videos available everywhere in the world? No, I am not playing in Russia, apparently. But there's, to be fair, Russia have bigger things to deal with right now than to watch my streams. So, what are we doing today? As stated, we are doing some world-building prep. So what we are doing, effectively, is we're going to build some bits and pieces to go around the room. What I need, ideally, for myself, is a second, or rather third, monitor, so that I can keep track of absolutely everything, because I have my reference images here. So what we are looking for is, where's my reference images gone? So for those of you who have not read the short story and don't know what it's about, it's quite simple. I rewrote Snow White because everybody else seems to be doing it. Why not have a jolly good bash? Did I change it significantly? Did I ruin it? Who's to say? What did I do to it? I made it cyberpunk because I happened to be playing cyberpunk at the time. That's the amount of thought that goes into some of these sort of stories. Or would it be good? Would it be funny? Oh, I wish I'd downloaded those images. I've lost them now. Oh well. So what we're going to be doing today primarily is, that looks about right. If you're curious, this is roughly how chaotic these streams usually are, but as well put together as I look. How well put together am I? 10 minutes ago I was still getting dressed. Have I had breakfast? No. Have I had lunch? No. We're going to be doing this with a certain level of... Yes, we definitely are. Don't know what word I was looking for there, but it ended at... So, right, basically what we're going to be doing today is building up Snow White's little den, or her little hovel, and what that is primarily right now is a server farm, or a little server bank. So, I'm going to be doing this pretty much to scale just to make my life as easy as possible. So, again, could I get all these things done? Pay for all these assets? Yes. Is that as fun as making it myself? No. Is it as cost effective as making it myself? No. Oh, is that why we're doing it? Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna hang around and I really wish I could find. Hang on a minute, if I'm ignoring chat, doesn't matter because no one's there. I need to find the images that I had yesterday because they were perfect, and I, like a fool, didn't download them. Go and browse through my history. Not something you really want to do on a live stream, but that's on a separate window. Let's find, where was yesterday, or was it this morning? Why is it not here? I'm sure this is as riveting to watch as it sounds, as it looks. Where the ever-loving monkey are those? It's going to look for it. I'm going to do this today. There's the image. Wow, okay, it wasn't yesterday, it was 2 days ago. That's how good at this I am. Open image in new tab. There we go, there's our reference image. There is... Where is everything? Here we go, right. Okay, this is going to be nice and easy. Let's start again entirely from scratch. Let's pull the chair up. Let's check the camera. There we go. Yes, there is a flag up. Yes, we are celebrating Pride Month because why the hell not? It's a great cause. Given the fact, as well, given the books that I write, it would be rude not to. So for those of you, again, don't know my books, I write crime fantasy, and I think it technically speaking qualifies as LGBTQ plus a fantasy, because there is an awful lot of, I'll say an awful lot of, main characters non-binary, so why not? What I should probably do. Should probably tell people this stream is happening. Again, how great am I at my job? Really wish it wouldn't do that. Come on, notifications. There we go. This is absolutely thrilling stuff. Okay. Let's share, copy the link. Let's pop that in El Discordo. If you want, there is a Discord. It is free to join. It is free to sign up. Where on earth? Here we go. that's that done. Go away, okie dokie. So let's get back to the task at hand. Need to clean up my desktop as well at some point. It's got too much junk on it. So we're making a server. It's not going to be the most riveting thing in the world. No, I'm on the wrong. Okay. Oh, that's much easier. So let's separate out into its sections first. It doesn't need to be 100% accurate because, as previously stated, this is cyberpunk. It just needs to look good enough. Well, it doesn't even matter that these bits are not even because this is background set. You're not going to be looking that closely. If you are, I'm not animating quick enough. Let's stick with one design first, so let's go with that one. Even if you're just lurking, enjoy the beats. There's some nice music today. Pop that out to there and there. So yeah, this entire section goes back just so. Lift that bit, those bits out, those bits out. I think I accidentally double dipped there. I did. There we go. I did double dip. Double dipping for the uninitiated is when you accidentally click and create a second extrusion you didn't mean to. And at that point I did not mean to create those extrusions. I want these to be an exact cut. So those are going straight down the middle. This probably looks like I have no idea what I'm doing. And you would be correct. on. Oh, should have done that first. Let's make sure we don't lose that. I'm very, very grateful for my tutor way back when. I say way back when. I found out my former animation tutor from college also then went on to be the official trainer of Max on Cinema 4D, which is the software we are currently using. So shout out to you, sir, because I learned this not from your classes, but from your goddamn Max on videos. What's occurring in the world? Right, so we're going to set those. What we're going to do here is we're going to pull that out just 0.5. There we go. We'll do a new transaction, but we're going to zero that out, and we are going to +2. There we go. Push that back. Expand it 1, we're going to pop it out. Oh no, 0.5 mil. Something odd occurred there. Do not appreciate anomalies. Back you go. There we go, so we've got some nice little heat vents there. I think they're heat vents. I'm going to make them heat vents, so that's all that matters. These can be, let's label things. That's okay. What do we need next? Do exactly the same thing along here. And you know what? Nothing. Not everything has to be blocky. Oh, what am I doing? Now this is where things get a bit tricky, because we already have subdivisions. So what we can simply do is weld them all to an indigenous point. The same for these ones. Make sure and get rid of all these extra points along there that we don't want. And then now, all we got to do is estimate getting those about the same size. Six or seven, 6 or 7, 6 or 7. 7 was better. No. Again, we've got to do the same here. So I think maybe 3 cuts. No, 3 cuts too many. It was 2. Yeah. Ouch. I think width-wise, those are okay. Height-wise, I think they're a bit too big, so we're just going to cut those one more time. And then what we're going to do is what we forgot to do last time. Select the top, select the bottom. Save having to draw around it again because of a ball ache. Offset it by 0.3 too much. No, 0.3, let's make it 0.5. That kind of works, there we go. Push it back. Just enough to be unnoticed. Again, this is all going to be mostly obscured in darkness. That's it, that works. Let's do that. Oh, you. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow. Dishonor a whole host of everybody. This should be quicker. Certainly I'm getting this right. This should just be, oh yeah, didn't need those, but I do need you. So here's I don't need you, but I do need you, and I've got you selected, so boom, now you're mine. Deal with it. So we're going to go for 0.2, no, I'm going to go for 1 mil out. I'm going to go for another, we're going to 0 that, and we're going to push that back, that's fine. And now we're going to switch to bump. We're going to go Y, we're going to go D, we're going to go just 1 mil out, that's fine. And it's done it again. Ooh. Hang about. What on earth is occurring here, Sonny Jim? Oh, why are you highlighted? Oh, you shouldn't be highlighted at all. Ah, that's why. Hang about. Ah, I erred. I erred. Erg. Are you all in agreement that this is where you want to be? Yes. Do another one. 0, and we're gonna plus 1 to pull you back. I'm gonna switch to you. Pad up. I'm gonna go D. And 1. Does that all work as, yeah, apart from 1 point? There always has to be 1 point apparently. Let's turn snapping back on. I should have done everything across both sets. There we go. Let's turn you off. There we go. Now we've got 2 sets of heat vents. I assume that it looks like you need a lot of them. That makes sense though, right? Again, we are going for heat vent front upper. No, that's not how you spell upper. this is going to be the fun bit, I think. It's all the fun bit, depending on your perspective. I'm having fun. Oops. Okay. Now, what was the point in that, I hear you asking? You'll see. Because although cyber technology seems to always go leaps and bounds ahead of things, a lot of it always seems based on pretty old tech, which I quite like. Because nowadays I do feel like we're overly complicating things beyond the need and necessity. And sometimes to make things look new, the best thing you can do is make it look old. Now, if anyone recognises what it is I'm doing here, congratulations, you're old. How are your knees? Right, how does this look? I am doing a lot of this off memory. But quite frankly, for some of this stuff, that's all you need. Here's what we can do, actually. This is probably a much more convoluted way of doing it, but I want to see how well it works. And a lot of this sort of thing is seeing how well things work. That's too many. That's not enough. One it is. This is going to be points. Nah. What we need is more points along there, more points along there. Maybe did one too many there. Oh, it was fine. Okay. Fine enough. Okie dokie. We want some symmetry, so we're going to do the same here. Add another point between there and there. There we go. And again, I hear you ask, what on earth is this fool doing on the internet? Making everybody fully aware that he's an utter idiot. Well, I will have you know that I'm not, in fact, a complete idiot, as several parts are missing. Hello, Flaz. How are you doing today? If you can work out what I'm making right now, I will salute you. I'm genuinely curious. Because what this will do is also tell me exactly how old you are or how into technology you are. been a while. Sorry, I've been so unbusy. And I'm currently in my break, so I feel extremely aimless and purposeless. Well, that sucks. Being unbusy is not necessarily a bad thing, though. You can always find something to, at least at the very least, entertain yourself. Stop yourself from going mad. Although madness is also quite entertaining. This is upside down. Got the small bit at the bottom and the big bit at the top. That seems better. That book has manipulated my mind like it's a bad habit. Oh. Well, on the plus side, that's where that sentence ends. On the plus side, you've written a book. That's more than most people have ever done in their lives or will ever do in their lives. So you can at least, at the very, very least, be proud of yourself for that. Whether, no matter what you do going forward with it, you have written a book. Pat yourself on the back if you are indeed flexible enough. If you're not, please do not try doing so without your doctor present. Roulette, eh? There we go. That is literally all I've been trying to do. I don't know if that's going to be seen at all, but the fact that it's there is all I was going for. Let's pull that out just a touch to make it. Oh, that doesn't stand up. Minus 1. Minus 0.5. There we go. So it's hanging out a little. Started trying to learn Latin for fun. Good lord. At least learn Italian or something, because that's close enough and it's still useful. The only people that still speak Latin are doctors, psychologists, pedants, and for some reason one news channel in Finland. Latin for fun. Good lord. I expect your entire next book to be in Latin. Challenge set. Right. Right, we're playing a game of can you work out what I'm making? The answer is yes. You're either old or a nerd. Or both, because both is an option. Size, radius of 2, height of 2. I'll pop you in there just to bring you closer and keep you controlled. Latin for fun, good lord. Now see, when I get bored, there are video games. Not saying that's any better or worse, but I've never tried learning Latin for fun. It's let's say, come on, let's play this game. Let's see how well you can do. That's too big. I hate cylinders. They always disconnect for no reason other than to be picky about. Oh, I'm intrigued. Come on, can you do this? This is a test of age more than anything, because I recognise these things on a daily basis and I don't know if they're even still used anymore. I want a bank of several of these, so let's shrink that. Let's shrink you so you snap onto there. So now you shouldn't go down. I missed percentages, skipping a percentage. I want 60 should be enough. jukebox. Points of trying. I am making a server. Particularly right now, what I'm making is, and I believe it's a D-sub port, because for some reason doing Cyberpunk makes me think of making things look old, but shinier. So old and neon to me screams Cyberpunk. You zooming in didn't help, sorry. Was that better? That's too many. There we go. It's going to be... Oops. Let's make it more predominant. There we go. All I could see is that tiny part, and it kind of looked like a speaker. It's close. I'll say that is, if you have an older computer, and look at the back of it, you might see one of these ports. This is what you used to use to plug in a computer screen instead of HDMI cables or... What have I got on the moment? What on earth is my port? Oh, it's a DVI. Yeah, if you use the old D-sub ones, which are... Oh, I have got a D-sub. I don't know. Yeah, it's an old PC input. That's better. So what we're doing is making effectively a server bank, which is going to make up quite a large amount of the room for the short animation that we are going to be working on during summer. I don't know what time zone you're in, Flaz, but if you're bored in the evenings, boy, have I got the show for you. If you want to bring other people in as well, that'd also be appreciated. Alright, so what are we doing now? This is a PP. Boyski. Remove those. Delete that there, and we've got you here now. What else is it? Okay, it's all going to disappear now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's like I'm a goddamn wizard, Harry. So how many rows did I have? Oh, that's not helped me. Object 8 by 8. Oh, 8 is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, maths. If you cut something 8 times, you have 9 segments. What is this preposterous magnetic tech? Okay. Yeah. It's going to get even older in a second as I have to Google what it freaking looks like. Because I can't remember this one from memory. Oh, that's much easier than I remember. Okay. That's about right. It needs to be relatively tight, but also quite far down. Down far enough that they look. Okay. Now here we go. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. Forgot the air quotes. Yeah. But yeah. Since you're here, I'll let you know. I did put a notice. I think I put a notice on the Discord. I can't remember if I did. If not, I will do definitely nearer the time. But across the summer, as I have a tiny human to keep alive and entertained for an entire month, now that there is no school, I will not be able to do my lovely Fridays. So what I'm doing instead of probably having what is quite a well-deserved break from life, the universe and everything, is I am switching up and giving myself more work to do. Oh, technology. Google server farm, that might help you. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so server farm is probably closer to, yeah. Everyone still uses server farms for their big tech. Am I right? I hope. I built one once when I was in college to render an animation because I didn't fancy waiting for, I think it worked out to be nearly a month for a 30-second animation to be rendered. That did not sound like a good time to me. Push you further back a little, push you up just enough to be a nuisance, and then we're going to go bump. Going to go grid array again. We're going to go 0, 0, 0, 0, and I think it's about 5. What is it? Let's count them. This is being a pedant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pins. Right, those are too big. Again, this is being an absolute pedant because I just think it might show up on a scene and I want it to be relatively accurate. Oh yeah. See, I need to start naming things again. What's this? What are these? D-sub. Everyone loves a D-sub. The difference in simple hardware added to the end of it is amazing. I think I found it and they look very... All I can say is the manufacturers seem to have filled every space they could. Yeah. If you've never used and or built... What did I do? Oh. Or tried to do anything with a server farm, the basic premise is get as much technology into it as you can in a small space, because what you're going to do is stack as many of them into a tight area as you can, and go away for now, that'll be easier. Yeah, so you want like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of these little servers, which is basically usually a motherboard and a processor and enough RAM to run or connect to an operating system. So about 4 gigs. 4 gigs of RAM will be enough. 8 gigs if you want to pushing it. And you stack them all together and you connect them all to one mainframe, so everything else runs quicker. When I built a server farm for my rendering, it's consisted of 5 computers, which had a motherboard, processor, and 6 gigs of RAM across 5 of them. No, not well. Yeah, five lots of that, all stacked together, all connected together with Ethernet cables, connected to one machine. So when I hit render on one machine, instead of this machine's entire processor being used up for it, it sent it off to those servers to deal with. It still was doing it, but it made it quicker. And the way separating out work and file systems arranges, it is more than doubly efficient to have, say, 5 servers with 1 gig of RAM and a 1 gigahertz processor running a task than it is to have one computer with twice that capacity, if that makes sense. So if you had like one computer with 30 gigs of RAM, a 6 gigahertz processor, that would take longer to render than a slower computer with those 5 servers, which are, yeah. Technology. What am I doing? Why am I making this so difficult for myself? Why am I making this so difficult? It's a brilliant title to my autobiography. There we go. It's going to be dark enough that that doesn't matter, which makes all of that entirely superfluous. Yeah. And what this is basically going to do is going to glow a lot. The D-subs. I'd stop being white, it annoys me. There's a sentence. All I can say. That's fair. I say again, I am a nerd for all this sort of thing. As you can probably tell by the fact that I'm on YouTube 3D modeling a. Oh dear. There we go. There we go. I'm on YouTube on a Friday afternoon modeling a freaking server. Bank. Right, that's that done. I'll show you exactly how long all this nonsense is going to take me. What's the next bit? Let's cut just there and there, as well as there. We got more of a cut out there. Oh yeah. Well, this is all right. We have to turn that. There we go. All things were getting spicy. Yes, as I was saying, the summer project. This summer project is basically I am going to be working on animation for the entirety of summer because Tiny Human means I can't do Friday live streams. So what I'm going to be doing instead, and I don't know what your time zone is, so this may be great for you or might be terrible if you want to join in and have a laugh or bring some people along, is I'm going to be live streaming from the 1st of August to the 30th of August every night from 11 PM UK to 1 AM UK. And during that time, and we are going to be basically making this animation. I'm going to be doing some more prep stuff in the interim because I think it would be cruel to make you go suffer me just modelling things for several weeks. So there will be some actual animation done. So yeah, I wasn't really prepared today because of life and other things that are going on, and I just thought, right, let's at least start with getting one of the servers done so that we can say, hurrah, there we go, one done, one thing ticked off and out of the way. What is the size of this? This is right, okay, so let's have scale this up so it's almost touching. I'm going to do the same for these. Actually, how big is that cube now? No, it doesn't matter. That's what we're going to do. Every night, you mean I don't have to forget you to randomly pop up on my notifications once in a blue moon anymore? Yes, pretty much. Every night from the 1st of August to the 30th, the entire month, I'm going to be I will be doing a live stream in the middle of the night because everybody will be asleep. It'll be much more chilled because there are people sleeping in my house and I don't want to be rude, but I also want to work, and my work time is being taken away from me due to having procreated. Don't blame. There we go, 50 by 50. And we want. So yeah, every night, pop along if you want. Bring some parents, tell some people. You all can have a nice chat and mock me. Let's see how it's all going. Just do that easier. That's chamfer gone. Chamfer only works for nodes, doesn't it? LS. Yeah. Oh dear me. Right, this is the bits that get used. I don't like having too many points. It frustrates me, so where possible, I will make everything connect to a single point. Or if not to a single point, to the nearest adjacent point. So yes, there will also be, so yeah, as well as streaming in the middle of tonight, I will also be putting more regular updates on the Patreon, which, if you're not a member, it's free to sign up. And you get a lot more fun stuff. You get some lovely short stories. Ooh. Did that wrong. Yeah. And you'll see some more behind the scenes stuff that I don't post on YouTube or Instagram. Partly because I don't want everybody, I want patrons to get something nice that not everybody else does. Gotta have some benefits to it. Procreated is the technical term. What do you want me to do? Try and have a conversation with me at the pub, it's great fun. Okay, I won't say so. Okay, I won't say procreated because my wife concocted a human being. That requires attention and care and a significant amount of chocolate because apparently that's what they run on. Yeah, my time is short than usual. Hang about. I may just be realising something far too late, but can I just hang about? Go away. Oh. I need to get thoughts to keep saying to myself that I want to get one but keep pushing off. Fair. The horses are great fun. When I write out, I have no shame in admitting I have thesaurus.com in a second tab because I get fed up of using the same words over and over again on repeat continuously. Now I am just showing. I'm sorry. And it also makes your sentence look slightly better. Makes your sentence look more professional if you are not using the same words over and over again. And I'm fully aware I just repeated over and over again for continuity's sake. Okay. Right. How am I going to do this? I think I know how I'm going to do this. Will it? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think certain. Oh no. I didn't break it, did I? I might have broken it. Create Gonzalo ME. Switch to that. This might seem pointless and stupid because I just spent quite a while removing all these lines. I didn't like the way they hatched, and those would have done something even stupider to this mesh. So it's always good to add in your own lines so you know where everything is going. I don't know how useful this is if you're ever going to get into 3D animation, but expensive and tedious if that's your thing. Then by all means, hop along. If you're going to do it properly, you're not. Okay. See, it never adds the lines where you want them to. So you've got to, as the saying goes, if you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. When you cut. I said cut. I wish this program was more emo, it would cut itself. That was dark, sorry. it's a bit more. Will it work properly? Almost. Why are you doing that? Are you going to? Yay! Yay! That works. Oh, sorry. Those are definitely stereos. Again, unfortunately, no, just more venting. These sort of things require an awful lot of vents. Let's check how that looks. There we go, and there's going to be glowing and flickering lights all over this thing. And there's going to be a freaking wall of them. So I then need to work out on the animation timing of lighting, which is always fun. I'm going to pull those vents out a little bit, I think, yeah, because everything, they need more definition. Literally everything I've done, I've kind of looked at it and gone, yeah, I need to pull that out. Did not, no, not making that joke. Why did you shrink them? So I don't know where you're at. Oh, diddle, diddle, diddle. No. Okay. Pull it off so there we go. Now it just sticks out ever so slightly and gives it a bit more definition, or it will do when it's lit. Just for the sake of thing, just for giggles. And I don't know why I'm doing all of this, just because it's after when I usually clock out, and actually, as always, have far too much to do today, as is part of the course. But just for the sake of seeing how this would look properly illuminated. We're now just watching Digital Paint dry to end this while I do the outro. So, oh, that's nice. So this has been Lightbite, the Friday afternoon show. To give time updates, dates and whatnot, I will be streaming next Friday and the Friday after for sure. Then I am gone for the following 2 weeks, and then I pick up again on the Friday the 1st of August at 11 PM UK summertime, or British summertime, and we start this project proper. Sorry, I start at 12. I don't know what time zone you're in, so I can never tell you. But yeah, I start at 12 o'clock on a Friday. But don't worry, from the 1st of August, it'll be 11 PM. If you want, you can if you want more of me, you can scan back and watch the rest of the episode and the one you missed last week, where we did some sketches of what's coming up. So actual artwork. Ooh. So to wrap up, because sadly I have places to go and things to do. Curse this day. Sorry, I always Fridays is the day that I have. I can do those grills better, I think. I'm not a fan of those. I might come back to this later tonight. Might just come randomly just pop on YouTube for no reason and just not tell anybody and just do a full night stream while I'm trying to work. Silently with just some background music. Yeah, so to wrap up, thank you for coming. As always, appreciate seeing you here. My name is Cennamo-Smith. I am a I am a fantasy author. If you've enjoyed the stream, a like, a subscribe, and all of those things go a long way. Tell your friends, come along, say hi. If you want to see more and get more info, there is a Discord. The links are scrolling below. If you like short stories and that sort of nonsense, I have a Patreon where Patreon has increased. I got carried away, so things are changing. The schedule now for the Patreon is the first Monday of every month is an update on what's going on, work that's progressing, and things that are coming up. The second Monday of every month is an episode of a noir crime story called Insecticide, which will be out on Monday. Not this Monday. Yeah, which will be out is the second Monday of every month. The third Monday of every month previously was empty. It is now the release of an episodic light novel called I Used to Be an Adventurer, but Now I Run a Tavern. It is a fantasy slice of life series, which is just for pure comedic fun. It's light, it's easy, it's breezy, and that's another series that's coming out on the third Monday of every month. The fourth Monday of every month is a random short story. I'm currently destroying the Disney Princess series. The previous story that came out was based on Beauty and the Beast. The one before that was based on Snow White. The next one that's coming up is based on The Little Mermaid. This was voted on by people on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to say, follow me on there as well. All my links are at the bottom. I hope you've had a nice time. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you for the summer project. Last comment then. Say you have ruined my Friday ridiculous. You can believe the stream. Imagine doing the outro. Absolutely outrageous. Sorry, I have things to do. First of all, I will point out to you, Flaz. It is 1:10 in the afternoon. I have not eaten today, and I have spent my entire morning doing financial paperwork. I need to go and eat. Or I'm going to pass out and start saying inappropriate things. Both of which I imagine will be funny. So thank you very much for coming. If your lunchtime does not work for you, well, in August I'm up all night. I'm going to be here working, slaving away, grinding the midnight oil. Grinding the midnight oil? That's not right. Burning the midnight oil. Yes. It's going to be tedious and entertaining, and you will be here. Or else. It's the creepiest I've ever been. Right. Thank you very much for coming. I'm gonna run away because you're not gonna see that for another 20 seconds. Have a lovely day, have a lovely weekend. I will see you next Friday. I will post about it earlier on Discord this time so people know. I will post about it on Instagram so people know, because I keep forgetting to do those two key things. Have a lovely weekend, have a lovely week, take care of yourselves, and I will see you whenever you turn up next. And whenever I can find the outro button. Bye.